Wave Listen to Me is about a restaurant worker whose boyfriend steals her entire savings and then runs off and ghosts her, who gets really drunk one night and ends up pouring her entire heart out to a guy who turns out to be the producer of a radio station, who ends up scouting her for the host of a radio program he wants to air at 3 a.m., which she ends up becoming a radio host. The radio program itself is a bit of a combination of replying to viewer messages and a radio drama that takes itself not super seriously because all of them start off as a sort of thing that could really be happening before pivoting into absolute insanity. Like the first one involves like aliens showing up when the original prompt was that she was killing her ex-boyfriend. For me, the real draw is the main character herself. She has such a likable, charismatic personality, and she does really well on her radio dramas and honestly when pouring her heart out or talking to the other characters. I think the secondary cast is actually a lot weaker. There isn't anyone in the secondary cast I particularly like. Not that I dislike anyone, save for one character who you're clearly supposed to dislike. It's just that outside of the main character, who I feel is really strong and carries the whole thing by herself, there isn't anyone too noteworthy to get super attached to. The bulk of the show is about her interpersonal relationships as well as trying to get material to talk about on her radio program. So at one point, she ends up going to this guy who may or may not have killed his girlfriend, who thinks her ghost is haunting his house, and she ends up doing an investigation on it. I'm not going to spoil what happens. It doesn't super matter, but it was quite the interesting turn of events, I'll say that. The only part of the show I would say that I genuinely wasn't into, that I didn't enjoy, was when the ex-boyfriend who fucked her over comes back, and she slowly starts to forgive him as he's winning her over. And I found that part incredibly frustrating because he's such an obvious fucking shitbag. And the whole time I'm just like, girl, get your shit together. What are you doing? Thankfully, that arc actually only ended up lasting about 2 episodes. And a lot to the show's credit, the final episode involves an earthquake where she gets her mettle really tested as a radio host. It is by far the best episode of the entire show. Not to say that any of the other episodes were bad. Like I said, I wasn't major into the 2 boyfriend-focused episodes. But honestly, 10 good episodes out of 12 episodes is a pretty good streak. And there really isn't too much to say. Like I said, it's really hard carried by the main character, who manages to make a pretty enjoyable show. There is actually a romantic subplot between the main character and this guy she works with that she's super not into. And I don't see anything going on with that. What I actually see is that this girl who's getting abused and controlled by her brother ends up moving in with him just to stay, and she's getting a job writing radio programming. And there's a sort of implied romance between the guy with a crush on the main character and her. And actually, I am pretty interested in where that's going. So I would definitely enjoy a season 2 of this. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your envoy of hope. Bye-bye.